If you need some budget friendly Christmas decor ideas, run on down to your Dollar Tree and pick up some of these small Christmas gift boxes. We're going to make some beautiful DIYs today. I'm Robin, so let's get into DIY number one. All right, for the first DIY, we're going to use this truck box that was in the package. And I'm using a frame from my stash, just pulling off everything from the center, but I am going to keep that little house for later. These boxes measure approximately 5 by 5 inches, so I didn't have anything to fit them perfectly. That's why I'm using scrapbook paper to place down on the inside, um, so none of that background will show through. Now, this sign just happened to be one that the back, there was no way to get it out. So I simply measure it, cut it out, and will apply it to the back later. Oh boy, this is where I start to pull my hair out. This frame was plastic, so I took a piece of sandpaper, went all over it to kind of rough it up to help the paint stick better. But as you will see, that was just not going to be the case, guys. After 2 coats of Mod Podge, 4 coats of paint, the paint still had spots where it would not stick. I wanted to throw this frame out the window. I'm not lying. But I was not going to give up. I took a deep breath and just said, you know what, Robin? Distress it, because distressing fixes everything. So I'm dry brushing my plaster chalk paint with this very old chip brush, but hey, it still gets the job done. Going around all the edges, just lightly applying that. And I'm just going to blend it in and make those kind of ugly spots look like they're supposed to be there, like the frame is kind of chipped and worn. Now, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Robin, and I am so glad you stopped by today. Welcome to my subscribers. You guys rock. Crafty crew, you know who you are. And I thank everybody for being here today. And I certainly hope you get some value from this video. They were very fun to create. Well, except for painting this frame. And they're very budget friendly. And I think they all turn out just absolutely beautiful. So, yes, I really do paint that fast if I've had 5 glasses of tea and it's 3 o'clock in the morning doing a voiceover. No, I'm just kidding. So, there I just, made it look like it kind of belonged there. Now, I took the box with the truck and just folded it like it was supposed to be, like it came in the package, and tacked it down with some hot glue. And I'll just tell you, this was not the order that I recorded these in. This one was actually the last one that I did. And so you will see that I did some unnecessary things. I wished I'd have done them all this way. But as you see there, I took my shiplap scrapbook paper, glued that down with a glue stick, then used some hot glue to put down the front of my box. I love this image. I absolutely love it. You guys have to let me know, are you over the little red truck? Do you love it? I still love it. I'll never get tired of it. I love vintage vehicles, old vehicles. Absolutely love it. To dress it up a little bit, I put some holly berries and leaves in the center and a little bottle brush tree in the corner. And that was it for this one. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. All right, moving right along into DIY number 2, we are going to create a little gingerbread decor. Now, this came from a different package than the truck did. I'm just taking a little sign that I got from Dollar General, and I'm being picky on this one because there is a certain part of this box that I want to use. So I just trace it out, cut it, and then I'm going to paint the back and all the sides using my crimson chalk paint. Once that was done, I attached the image down to the front with my trusty glue stick. That's really all it takes. You can use whatever you like, Mod Podge, hot glue. I kind of be careful with the hot glue though, because it tends to leave bumps. Um, Now I am using two of these adorable little gingerbread men that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. If you guys have not been to Hobby Lobby to shop for Christmas craft supplies, oh man, 50% off. You're getting an incredible deal. And these are great quality too. They're not cardboard. I don't know what they are, but they're thick. So I just apply those using some Gorilla Hot Glue. It still needed a little something else, so I took this red and white twine and hot glued that down around the whole sign. And that was pretty much it. Well, except for getting the glue strings off, which drive me absolutely crazy. Um, and then once that was done, I trimmed off my edge down there, trimmed it off, and added a finger bow right there. And that was it for this one. I think is so cute. I'm in love with gingerbread men. What do you guys think? Is it team gingerbread or team snowman? Let me know. For the next DIY, I'll be using that pretty deer print, and I have these double-sided metal signs. Actually, I have a whole box of them. I cut the edges off the box. Now, see, earlier I said I did a lot of unnecessary steps. Well, this was one of them. I cut the edges off the box, and I thought, I don't want any of that metal to show. So I cut the plaid piece into strips and made a little frame around the inside of my box, which really ends up being totally unnecessary. But like I said, these boxes do not fit um, the complete inside of any of the frames that I had. So that's why I did that. That's why I put down the scrapbook paper. That's why I'm doing this totally unnecessary step right here, which I thought I cut out. There we go. And then I glued it down with my glue stick. I love this print. This may be my favorite of the video. You guys will just have to stay tuned to find out. I think this one is just so, so pretty. And it is my husband's favorite of these DIYs. If you are enjoying this video, guys, I would love it so much if you could give me a big thumbs up. That helps my channel so much. Leave a comment, and by all means, subscribe if you are enjoying this type of content and would like to see more fun here from the channel. I would love to have you join us. Um, yeah, we have a lot of fun around here. Now, these deer they come two to a pack from the Dollar Tree, but you can take them apart. So you actually can end up with 4 deer instead of just 2. And they're just held together with these little knobby things on the inside. So I carefully just take it apart. Then I'm going to use some utility scissors to cut away the little knobs on the inside. Well, after I cut those antlers off, because it, as you saw, it just won't fit. But once I cut those antlers off, I did cut off the little knobs on the inside of the deer just to help it fit better. I want to know who designed these antlers. I can't quit laughing. I don't know. I know they're supposed to be elegant and all that. I almost cut the whole thing off because I'm just not digging it. I'm not digging those antlers at all. Yeah, there's those little nubbies that I'm talking about, which is used to hold the 2 pieces together. And I'm not using my good scissors, guys. Always if I have scissors to cut fabric, to cut paper, and then I have my utility scissors to cut like plastic and things like that. Um, please don't use your good scissors for this because it will dull them in a heartbeat. So once I get these things cut off, to help my deer lay a little better, I'm going to use some hot glue and apply it to the contact points on the back of the deer, place it where I want it, and then hold it in place until it has a chance to set up. Y'all, I am so sorry. I thought I cut out a lot of that. There was no sense in y'all having to watch me decide where I was going to place the deer. So I'm finally putting down the hot glue, just a few dabs uh, on the low temp setting because this is plastic and we don't want to melt Mr. Reindeer there. So just to the high points, get those glue strings and put him down onto the sign. Simple, quick, easy, just like that. But I'm not finished yet. We got to dress it up. So, should be coming up in a minute. I'm telling y'all, I must have edited this in my sleep. I am so sorry. I took a small bottle brush tree, removed the base using my wire cutters, just cutting off part of that wire from the tree, hot glue that down. And I think, okay, this is looking pretty cute. I can deal with this. Mm, just wasn't quite enough for me. I mean, the tree, it's got trees in the background of the box. So I definitely wanted to include a tree. And once I had it glued down, I'm like, no, not enough. It's just not enough. So I end up taking two of these snowflakes. I don't know if you can tell, but they're actually silver. I thought it could use a little pop of color other than white because the deer, of course, is stark white. So I just glue down a couple of snowflakes like you see me doing here, just for a little added pop. And I put that one over there to the right of the deer, like he's got his head turned and maybe he's watching it snow or something like that. That was what was going through my head. And then the other one on the left, I'm like, well, do I want it up top? Do I want it by the tree? So you see where I put it. I still wasn't satisfied. I took my brush with some Mod Podge, and these deer have a sash around their neck. So I carefully apply the Mod Podge around the sash part only, then use some red glitter. I thought red would be the best choice, and I think this made this piece really pop. Look how pretty that is now versus just the plain white deer. And of course, y'all let me know what you think. For the next DIY, I'm using this black frame that I've had in my stash. I love it because it has somewhat of a glittery frame to it. And by the way, that Santa box was the top box in the package of the five. They do come, I think it's five to a package at the Dollar Tree. So it is a fantastic deal. I took the back off and the wording was on the inside. So I used my razor blade scraper. It came right off. You can also use 100% acetone fingernail polish remover, but this is just what I had in the craft shed when I was doing these DIYs. Once I had it all scraped off, I wiped the glass down really well with rubbing alcohol. I again used scrapbook paper on the backing of the insert and then used my trusty glue stick to glue everything down. I didn't think you guys needed to see that again. And now I'm taking a brush with some Mod Podge, going over the image because I will be applying some white glitter. And I'm just hitting the places where I think the glitter would be really pretty. And this made all the difference to this little gift box. I think it just turned out really, really pretty. It's in the running for my favorite. I don't know if you can see that kind of shimmer there. It's hard to photograph, but believe me, it's got a nice sparkle. My absolute favorite in this video is the deer. I love it, love it, love it. I like all of these very budget-friendly DIYs using these gift boxes. If you are still here enjoying this video, please leave me a Christmas tree emoji. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe. I would really love that. And until next time, y'all go get your craft on. Bye. For even more Christmas inspiration, I've left a video for you on the screen that I just know you're going to love. I'll see you over there.